You've stumbled into another nostalgic void. Drifting, searching with your rose-colored glasses. Fear not. What an Oddcast is here to guide you. With hosts Jared Minikheim, Anthony Denny, Michael Kennedy, and Sven Magnuson. Stay odd and hold on tight.
Welcome back to What an Oddcast, episode 294. I'm your intro man, Maverick, and so I fall in love just a little bit, a little bit every day with someone new.
I'm on Lefty, which is Inferno spelled backwards. It's the same.
And I'm Jared Minikheim, reminding you to like, subscribe, share, and leave us a review.
Ring that bell so she subscribes.
Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button.
Don't forget to drink our
Stubby Energy.
We're not sponsored by RC Cola. Just when's the last time you had an RC?
Ask your grandfather, he knows.
Right. This is zero sugar, so I don't know actually what's in here. I think my intro threw you off for a second, Anthony. What's up with that?
Well,
you got Blue Moon of
there.
Kentucky keep on shining. So
I was just normally you say like a short sentence and you just kept going. I was like, what?
I did. So like 2 weeks ago we talked about Blue Moon of Kentucky, right, from King of the Hill. I have tried to find that particular like banjo riff of it, because everyone else, it's a very slow song and it's very annoying, and I want the upbeat version, and it's nowhere to be found. And then while scrolling through social medias, I have a new playlist on Apple Music. Yes, I have Apple products. I sold my soul to Apple 15 years ago. Don't at me. I will continue.
You're not
as
the only one. A lot of people did.
It's fine. I'm not giving up anything. But I was scrolling through social medias, and so now I have a playlist on my phone of like old fucking music that it reminds me of. And so I have a playlist called Social Media Playlist, which sounds like I'm more important than it is, but it's just music from fucking TikTok that I saved. And one of them is Hoosier's Someone New, and I have listened to that song on repeat all fucking day. It has scratched an itch that just needed to be scratched.
No, I get that.
That's
Oh.
yeah. I had that same thing happen with the Mortal Kombat theme song yesterday while I was doing dishes. It came on, and for whatever reason, my brain's like, put this on repeat and just go to town.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mine has been Putting on the Ritz by Taco.
That's a bad one. That's bad. That's why.
No idea.
That's
it came
rough.
on, like, it showed up randomly. I'm like, so that song has been in my head for like months now.
Yep.
And or Spidey and His Amazing Friends theme song, which is a pop. I'm just like, when you're blue and don't know what to do this.
Putting on the Ritz.
Putting on the Ritz.
Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
Spidey and His Amazing Friends. The
Spidey.
Disney Plus.
Speaking of Marvel, we should get into it.
Oh, there's a
girl,
plenty to talk
Silver
about there.
Surfer. There's a girl, Silver Surfer. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fucking whoa. They're going whoa.
We don't
So,
read comics.
No shit.
Yeah,
that was for all the trolls out there. That's for whichever one Jared might be. We haven't decided yet because he has not come out one way.
Funny enough, that was actually the tweet that I had because of how much fucking hate I was seeing solely because of the female Silver Surfer, and I had to just let the nerd out and be like, look here, motherfucker. This is literally, first of all, this is not MCU. They've established it's not. So your whole bitching about, it's a female, who gives a shit? This is just a way to get us the team so you know who they are, and it gives them breathing room and not getting interrupted.
Also, fuck you. Me and Jared have been talking about Galactus' arrival for 15 fucking years since we started at fucking McDonald's together. We finally fucking got it. So I don't want to hear anybody fucking bitch about it.
Good.
Fuck all of you guys. It's so good.
But yeah, that's my thing, is female Silver Surfer, even if you think it's a woke move, it happened in the comics. Norrin's wife took the role for him to spare him that fate. That's just a thing that happened, and that is what they're choosing for this, and I'm okay with it. I'm also okay.
It happened in 1993.
Thank you. I'm also okay with how they showed the surfer. And you might ask yourself, why is that? Because she has no emotion and no moral compass. She's doing what the surfer does,
Correct.
which is just shows up and goes,
She's
hey,
a
you're all
herald.
going to die? Fuck off. Bye now. And that's
Herald
it.
Of Galactus.
Make peace with your god.
She doesn't want to fuck the Invisible Woman. So check right there, like the last Silver Surfer. Like, she is the
Also-
Herald of Galactus. That is her job, and she's doing it.
Yes. And it does look like that they are going to have to fight her. And for anyone who thinks that that's like she's helping them, no, she's trying to stop them. Because again, she's the Herald of Galactus. She's trying to kick their ass so that he can do what he wants to do.
No.
That's what he does.
God
That's
damn
what the
it,
heralds
folks.
do. Is
Yes,
They-
they're not good people.
Um,
All right, they turn good later, but they're not good when they first show up. They are very evil because that is their job.
Correct. But it looks so good. Look, I'm
It
so
does.
like a movie
that
I'm
trailer so-
genuinely looking forward to.
That trailer very much sold me. I like this idea of the four being the team that saved everyone, and now all of a sudden it's, we don't know. We're gonna hope for the best, New York City. We don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. We got to see a little bit of Mr. Fantastic stretchiness.
Yes, you got a little bit of everything in this trailer. It was kind of nice.
I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic, but what it reminds me of is Venture Bros, Mr. Incredible, or
Dr. Impossible.
Impossible. Thank you. Yeah, it reminds me of Dr. Impossible, and I am so on board with it when I realize that connection, whether it's true or not. But it's just got the same fucking energy. Like,
Honestly, Mike,
Well,
Dr.
yeah,
Impossible
Steven, sure.
is the best Mr. Fantastic character adaptation.
I would agree. And it's
Like,
sad.
if you've never read the comics, you don't care to, and want to see what Mr. Fantastic is like, watch Dr. Impossible. Look him up on YouTube. It's exactly like that. Kind of a dick,
Kind of an out there dick, an eccentric dick.
but it's not because he's fucking trying to be a dick. He's just like science.
Science. But yeah, that's my opinions for it. It looks like a good Fantastic Four, which I didn't think was possible until I saw this, and I'm like, wow, it looks like they put somebody who knew who they were in charge of it. Holy shit.
And I also like how the Thing isn't being treated like a monster. It's
No,
like,
see-
nope, he's just a poor man.
They like the Thing. They like
Yeah.
the Thing.
And
He lifts
he
the
should be
car.
treated.
He lifts the car for the children. He lifts a jalopy.
That's honestly, I'm honestly kind of refreshed that they're doing it the way they're doing. We're not getting them like it's showed like clearly they're gonna show us some kind of origin for him, but we're not getting the like they're just starting out. Like no, they're gonna show us an origin, but like they've been a team for a while. They're established. We're just moving straight into like they're a team. We're not getting this whole how do we use our powers, and I like that. I like that a lot.
Well, and then there's giant speculation that what we're seeing in the trailer is just going to be the first 5 minutes of the movie as well,
I think
and then
so.
and then everything's actually going to revolve more around their son and how, yeah, because of it's in the trailer. So, but that's a huge speculation, and if
How
that's
would
true,
they?
fucking let's go. Let's fucking go.
How would they get to another universe with a person who is not a mutant but technically is an Omega level mutant?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm all on board for it. I'm very curious where they're taking it. I have my own idea of what might be going on, but
Yeah,
I'm
are we
curious.
seeing Robert Downey in this movie as Doctor Doom, or is he going? Oh, cool.
100%.
I wasn't sure.
They
I
have
saw
not
the
confirmed,
teaser,
but
but
I
I wasn't
assume.
sure if it's him. Because like, then I was scrolling, and you know how the fanboys and dweebs always take like fan made shit and they're like, "This is the next trailer." I saw like the first trailer for Doomsday, and I was like, "This isn't Doomsday yet.
This is Chaplin.
It's so far out. This is clearly AI. Like, come on, guys. The voices aren't even lining up. What the fuck?" So
No, though he's not confirmed. I mean,
cameo appearance
after credits at least.
Oh, 100%.
Like,
Yeah.
100% he is showing up, even if he's just like Doom.
Yeah. He just puts on the mask. That's the whole thing. But there's a couple other movies coming out. The Thunderbolts, which, yeah, I'm lukewarm on. I don't really care.
I'm a bit lukewarm with it as well.
I am marveled out to no end, and even though I'm excited for Fantastic, I'm not as burnt out for like new IP. Like, I'm still gonna go see Thunderbolts, and I'm gonna drag Anthony along with it. And there's a couple other movies that I want to see. I'm more into spy thrillers, so I'm hoping that's what this is. Like, I just watched The Accountant.
That one feels like it probably would be.
And I want to watch The Accountant 2 now, and there's The Amateur. So there's a lot of spy thrillers in theaters right now. So like,
yeah, there are.
It's kind of Maverick's time to shine in theaters right now, to the point where I re-downloaded the Regal Cinema app because I might as well get fucking points for it.
You gotta get me ready and handy.
Fucking Mubi, if you want to sponsor us, I'll give you plugs all day long.
Dude, get us an interview with Maria Menounos.
I want Maria Menounos on this podcast.
Come on into the Oddcast show and play our pre-show games.
Yeah, let's have her do trivia for us, please. But that's where Maverick's life is at right now. This was a long week too, and it's storming right now, so it's kind of sad. Yeah.
Speaking of Marvel, while we're there, before we go on to some other things that have happened to us this week, I will put it out. I will put this out there because I'm the only one who watched it, which is understandable.
Putting it out.
I don't think many people are going to watch it after now that it's
all the
finished.
Mission Impossible movies.
No, Maverick. Only you would.
Did you also start the Pirates of the Caribbean movies again?
God damn it!
Is it that time of the year?
It is that time of year. I'm struggling to find things to watch, and like, I've burned through a lot of Dropout, and it's just like one of those things where like I just don't know what to watch. Like, I started 5 different movies today and could not commit.
Christ.
And the fifth one before I gave up on Pirates was Hellboy 2 and the Golden Army. And so like, if I can't watch that, there's something wrong with my ADHD autistic ass. So
You watch Pan's Labyrinth. This is all in Spanish, so you have to pay attention.
I don't have to do anything. I think
in Spanish.
Funny. Again, I can disassociate like a motherfucker, and I can listen to podcasts and work at the same time, unlike our friend over there.
Well, some of us are just born broken.
In other ways.
I don't even get the option anymore, so who cares? Sour grapes.
So
what you watch, Jared?
So I'm the only one who did. I don't really think the first season's going to get many people that will watch it, and the people who have,
sure.
There are a lot of complaints, and boy, I've sat through and looked at everyone's issues with it, and I've taken it into my own as I was viewing and rewatching. So Daredevil Born Again Season 1, all finished now. They finally finished that off. Episode 8 and 9, the last 2, the only ones, the only episodes that were actually okay. And that's because the guy who came in to rewrite and then do the whole thing made those from scratch, and they were good. The first 7 episodes are so fucking jumbled and fucking messy with like just storylines that just kind of get forgotten about till towards that point, and then they're just like, oh yeah, we gotta wrap up this character or wrap up this, and then they just kind of do it, and you're like, what the fuck is this season doing? I like the Kingpin aspect of the season. I thought it was really good. I like that he comes back and he doesn't know how to handle all his whatever, and he slowly becomes Kingpin. It was interesting. Muse was fucking wasted. I will say it here for all you people. I felt Muse was completely fucking wasted. He was in like 2 fucking episodes, other than one episode where he talks to the fucking therapist. Other than that, they just seem to fucking forget he exists for the entire fucking thing until episode 7, and then they get rid of him. Like, they just kill him off. And then it's like, okay, so he was a villain for what, 2 fucking episodes, and he was supposed to be something? What the fuck? But yeah, then you get to 8 and 9, and the guy who came in to redirect and rewrite did great with it. 8 has a better feel to it. The story flow I was actually getting into, the story fucking finally made sense. And then the finale came, and we finally got Punisher, and a lot of people were bitching about that too, and I get it, because he was not Frank Castle. Like Netflix Frank Castle, they definitely need to work on that going forward. There were some issues with Frank. Some people I saw complaining about Frank mostly was that he didn't plan out what he was doing. Like, the city, so spoilers for everyone, the city gets thrown into chaos, Kingpin declares martial law and sends out basically his army. He's turned the entire New York City Police Department into his own personal fucking army and is paying them very well.
Yep.
But Frank Castle, instead of planning, how am I going to help the city? Motherfucker just charged into the docks and just started killing people. Just started fucking killing all the police. And people pointed out, they're like, Frank was always very, like, calculated in how he would approach a compound like that. He wouldn't just walk in the front door and then just start going to town. Like, that doesn't... He's a berserker for some reason. So I get that complaint. That did bother me a little bit with, like, why is he just he's so outnumbered. However, I will give them props. I really, really enjoyed Punisher being confronted by the leader of the police, because, God, I loved it so much, because they tied him up and they tried telling him, like, yeah, we idolize you, man. You're going to lead our army. And it's just Frank, like, you want my honest opinion? You're fucking insane. You shouldn't idolize me. I don't give a shit about any of you. You're killing innocent people. You don't follow anything. I wouldn't piss on you if you were on fucking fire. So you want my opinion? You might as well just pull the gun out of my belt and shoot all yourselves, because I'm going to do it. And I was like, yes, that is how Punisher would react to a bunch of police that are like, we're a Punisher. Like, no, he wouldn't agree with you. He fucking hates you. Like,
Yeah.
But season 2, it's looking like Kingpin owns New York City, and there's going to be some kind of Defenders that they're doing. It was an interesting way to say, hey, we're going to redo Defenders this way. Yeah, overall, 8 and 9 were the best episodes. I hope season 2 they can kind of course correct with whatever the fuck the first guy was trying to do. Yeah, it was okay. It had a lot of issues to begin, and that's my take for Born Again. Yeah.
Good.
Just
Nice.
very messy writing for most of that show, and it was very frustrating to see what they were trying to do. And also a lot of people pointed out, where the fuck was Spider-Man? I had the same thought, because it's the whole of New York City, so it is like, aren't there other people in New York that should be affected by a military police? But as I pointed out to the guys, Marvel did try to get a Spider-Man cameo for either season 1 or 2, and Sony was just like, no. So they just have to ignore
share
that.
our bread.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they just have to ignore that because they can't.
A second Marvel show where we thought there was going to be a Spider-Man, and there was no Spider-Man.
There should have been a mention of Spider-Man.
There should have been one in Hawkeye, and there should have been one here. There probably should have been one in She-Hulk, if we're being honest.
Yeah. He should at least cameo in places, and he can't. It's stupid. I hate Sony. Anyway.
Just show someone webbed up. That's all I want. Just stupid.
So you guys had a bad week, huh? Just a rough week, a busy week.
Oh my god! At least at work, it's been crazy. Shit has gone down. Like, not in a bad way. It's just been really weird things,
Interesting.
and so that's been fun. I can only say so much due to what I do.
Due to international copyright law.
Yeah, but it isn't.
Maverick's trying out for the Queen album. He's going to be replacing a member.
Hang on, you motherfucker. You triggered me, you son of a bitch. So, at Coachella, a place where
yeah.
at a place I will never go in my entire life. You could offer me a bazillion dollars, and I'd be like, you know what?
And like bazillion blowjobs.
I will go ahead and just stay poor. I'd rather be poor than go to Coachella. Brendan Boone, who is a great artist, he really is. He did his rendition of, was it Under Pressure or Bohemian Rhapsody?
Bohemian Rhapsody, I think it was.
Yeah. And it was so great. I was like, don't you fucking touch that music. I don't care how good you are. You leave that alone. So,
that includes you, Panic at the Disco.
Yeah, I don't care. Leave that music alone. Like,
that hit me.
I mean, I'm sure it was a great performance. He is a great artist and has great vocals, but like, just don't. Why?
Fuck every one of you Coachella sons of bitches.
Oh, is that all your TikTok feed now?
In general.
His For You page is all fucked up.
Saw some of the live bits of his performance, and he did do a very good job.
He's a very good artist.
Like,
he did a very good job.
He had like a Freddy outfit.
The only person allowed to do it is Rami Malek, though. We are aware of this. He did it so good the first time.
That's fair.
No one else needed to.
I will give him credit that he did look the part. He performed it very well.
Yes. He did.
I also appreciate the video that he made after Coachella to have the same reaction a lot of us did about his performance, which was that during the performance, when he had the solo, he had the Brian May come out of the stage and perform his solo. The legendary guitarist of the band Queen, who recently had a stroke, and this was a big moment of like, I can still play. And not a single fucking person at Coachella paid any fucking mind. Most of them just went onto their phones because they didn't know. They were just, I don't know, some fucking old guy.
Yep.
Even that singer went on to be like, you are all so disrespectful. I went out of my way to get that man to come on for this, and you all shit all over him. Yep. I will never do it again.
Look, when I watched I believe it was the 2011 or 2012 Super Bowl where Black Eyed Peas was playing. And fucking Slash showed up and started fucking ripping. I lost my fucking mind. I'm like, oh my god, it's motherfucking Slash. Yep. I don't give a shit about the Black Eyed Peas, but fucking Slash.
Yeah.
I've seen it a couple times. I've seen that exact same thing. So he did earn a little respect, but like, and I understand why he did it. It was a great song perform. Again, he's a great artist.
It is. It was very well.
But that's just one of those songs that I think shouldn't be touched. Like,
I can agree with that. That's fair.
It is a rhapsody.
Yeah.
Which
it is.
Yeah. It's meant to go on a journey. It's kind of like, oh god, what are they called? A spaghetti western or a fucking.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like it's meant to do like extended things. So remaking it different kind of loses that.
Yep.
Sting.
Okay, it was fine. And just fuck Coachella. Oh, and then speaking of giant festivals, did you guys hear about Fire Festival 2?
Yeah.
Anthony, I'm so excited. Fire Festival 2. You know, so we all remember Fire Festival, right?
Hell yeah.
4 documentaries about it. People spent millions of dollars to go show up on an island and have no one perform.
fucking not how to fucking survive by themselves.
Yeah,
They
because there was
fucking
no
had
way
a-
in, no way off, no electricity, no food, no way to
A guy was trading Rolexes for sandwiches because
That's all they had.
there was no
Dumb enough
food.
to do it again. Fuck you.
Hang on, no, it gets better. So, 1, they are dumb enough to do it again. 2, it's the same people. 3, this time they promised better. 4, hang on, Jared. It was supposed to be in like 2 months, but it's postponed infinitely. Nobody buy tickets to Fire Festival 2. It is not going to happen.
This is what happens when you go to the Wikipedia page of Fire Festival. Fire Festival was a fraudulent luxury musical festival organized by American businessman Billy McFarland and American rapper Ja Rule.
Ja Rule!
But it's just a fraudulent luxury. Like,
And then they're doing it again. They're doing it again.
also not to be confused with Frye Festival, FRYE.
If you're dumb enough to try to go to it again, I don't pity you.
Not at all.
You deserve it.
Because we're just on this. I follow every so often I'll get on like a very niche part of TikTok, and one of my favorite niches to happen upon every like 2 to 3 weeks is the private jet company. I can't remember what their name is, but they're like rich, spoiled people call them and are like, I need to get out of New York right now. And it's like hundreds of thousands of dollars to get on like jets to fly. And the guy's really cool about it. And he knows where he stands in society. And so like he's making these TikToks, and it's just fun to hear these bitchy rich people be like, I came to New York in March thinking it was going to be spring and it's so cold and snowy. And you're like, what? We do not live the same lives. I will never be able to relate. But what?
Are we talking about out of touch celebrities? Because we're talking about the women
basically.
who went to space.
Oh my god, I
Katy
can't wait
Perry.
to talk. Dude, so good. So fucking good.
Where a bunch of
They didn't go to space. They did low orbit.
yeah.
They
These
did
are not
low
astronauts.
orbit. These are not they are sky astronauts. They are glorified free fall pilots is all they are.
I think what you mean to say is Space Ranger.
Space
What I
Ranger.
want to say, I can't say because there's preschool toys over there.
The best memes that are coming out of it are because like Katy Perry is like, if that shit would have blown up, like the first thing would have been like a firework, baby. Like fuck,
It
it's
would've.
so good. This shit writes itself.
I think my favorite burn I saw
Low
was from
orbit comet.
Domino's.
Oh, what was the Domino's one?
It said pizza sold while Katy Perry was in space. 2.
Yeah. It was so good.
I didn't know Domino's was getting out on it. The only one that has popped up for me everywhere is that Wendy's started a whole
Wendy's
feud
went
with
off
her
too.
because they.
Mm-hmm. No,
You did not go to space. You did not leave.
You went to the top of the earth and then came back. I don't.
You
think
did.
we
You
can count it.
essentially did an extended vomit comet. Is all that you did.
Yes.
You went up, did an arc for 0G for like 30 seconds, and then plummeted back down.
yeah,
Is there a
it's
thing- The photo that I hate the most is like whoever it is like kissing the ground. I'm like, you were
Katy
never
Perry.
in any real fucking danger. Like
Yeah, Katy Perry.
you could have been, but you were actually not in space. Like you
No.
did not go to space.
it was Jeff Bezos's fucking vanity project to get things in.
Yep.
You know, I used to be confused like how her and Russell Brand are married, but now that Russell Brand is a right-wing rapist,
You get it?
I get it.
You get it?
I get it.
Thank
As
God
I've learned
she's
more about
married to Orlando Bloom, though.
Guys, it was so beautiful. Katie did It's a Wonderful Life when we reached the top in 0Gs. It was
Did
so
she?
great.
Probably.
Did she sing that?
Yeah,
Oh my!
Yeah, that was a quote from one of the other women. Was that Katy Perry saying it's a wonderful, like as they were 0Gs. She's like, it's a
How do we get-
wonderful world. And
How do we
everybody's
get
like,
the rich
fuck.
men to do this, but like Ocean Gate shit? Like,
porn,
I also need to talk real quick. Speaking of Ocean Gate,
Pornhub.
there's another new documentary out, and they're like about the Titanic, right? Obviously,
Oh, I
when
think
they
I
went
saw
down
this,
and they took like high resolution 3D sonars of the shit, and they're like, there's still so much to learn about it. It fucking sank. Who cares? It didn't work.
Well,
Stop.
I don't know.
Leave it
I
alone.
thought some of the stuff was interesting, but I guess that's just my retarded ass.
Listen,
No
we
new
all
ground
had
is being made.
Yeah, we all had a Titanic phase. We all got old newspapers. We all got all that shit. It's crumbling and that's sad, and I get its history. It didn't fucking work. It sank. Leave it alone.
Well,
People wouldn't care if James Cameron didn't make a movie about it.
That is
And
probably
James Cameron
true.
that's probably
Only
true, yeah.
made a movie about it because his autistic ass wanted to see the Titanic.
That's also very true.
The only thing I wanted to say about this is just the thing that like, I kind of watched it. I saw some details of it and that I thought were interesting. It didn't have to sink, and the more I saw the details, I went, I feel like the crew just kind of really fucked up because like there's two other ways they show that could have gone, and that it shouldn't have sunk, but that somebody just really fucked up. So that's unfortunate for that person.
It sank. Leave it alone.
They were
End
like,
of story. Waiting for those people to be like, there's still technically water in the pool of the Titanic.
it was like the creator of the Titanic was like, they should have hit it head on because they would have made it, and they did like a test.
Yeah, they
thing,
would
and
have.
They're like, yeah, no, it was designed to do so. Like it would have.
Yeah, but they
didn't.
panicked, and in a moment of weakness, we've all been there. We hit the side of the iceberg, and it took on a bunch of water.
Yeah, it's almost as if the very bottom of the fucking of Titanic got scratched up and fucked up.
There was like one positive piece of news out of that, at least for the one captain.
Did they find the heart of the ocean?
Yeah, there was a captain that they said he had shot himself, but then there was a person that said he tried to put on a lifeboat, and when they found the other half of the ship, they found the last lifeboat was in a position that it was being sent down. So they're like, oh yeah, no, he didn't kill himself. Like this proves that literally what he was doing, and then died.
Again, it's fine.
But just I was just like, oh well,
that's
at least they cleared that man's name, that he's not a coward who shot himself.
Yeah.
There's bigger things going on in the world right now. That's all I'm saying.
Is there?
Fun fact about.
I mean, here's the thing. I can't
gotta
say shit because literally up there. I don't know if you can see it. Let me angle.
No, it is pure black. Yep. There's
the Titanic Lego set. So, like, I can't say shit about it because I have the Titanic Lego set. So
I can't wait for you to build it. Then we put it in your pool and sink it.
That is never going to happen. That thing will be super glued together. I'm going to use the Craggle on that shit, and it is not going anywhere.
You know, a cool thing about the Titanic, if you go to the Titanic Museum in Las Vegas, which they do have, there is a little thing of water that is the temperature of the water during the Titanic's crashing.
Yeah.
And you can put your hand in it, see how long you can last.
That exhibit came to the Grand Rapids Public Museum, and they had iceberg that you could like hold your hand to create a handprint, and then the water was the same temperature as the the salt water was the same temperature as the Atlantic as it was happening. So
yep, so you can have fun with that. My favorite fun fact about boats, and it's actually about World War II, which is really random. Did you know in World War II that due to the new aviation and airplanes being really big during this time, that there are more crashed planes in the water than there are boats in the sky?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun fact. Yes. 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 Hang on, before we move on, because we're on the ocean and boats. One, I was never a boat autistic. Shut up. Laotian. I was never a boats dude. Jokey froze. Oh no, he's still there. He's just being an asshole.
You see him kind of warbling.
Yeah, fucking dick.
I couldn't hold it with the
I will die on the
relation.
hill. One, I do believe in global warming and the ice caps are melting because that is something that we can track. But two, maybe, and just hear me out, we shouldn't just have the biggest boats ever created displacing all of the water. Like, that has to be something, right? If we took all of the boats out of the water, maybe it goes down just a little bit.
My nephew!
We should dig a moat. We should take Bikini Bottom and push it somewhere else.
That idea may just be crazy enough to get us all killed.
Well, the
Tell me
problem
I'm
is,
wrong. Someone tell me I'm wrong. Show me the math and tell me I'm wrong.
I can't
problem
do the
is the
math,
boats
I can't say you're wrong.
Wait, let me see.
At Neil deGrasse Tyson, tell me I'm wrong. I need to know if I'm wrong or not.
Well, the problem is not the size of the boats, it's the temperature of the boats. You see, if the boats were cold, it'd be better.
My God. Fuck
Well,
off.
actually, Michael, that's the interesting thing. We're all not really here. We're simply specks on the way of time that is the universe and an infinite nothingness.
Listen, I already don't care if I die, so it means nothing to me. Like,
Dude.
for Christ's sakes.
Me and my
I'm not gonna have an
coworker.
existential crisis now.
Now, me and my coworker, we were talking about death and shit like that, and we were talking about like old
Talking
people.
about
Yo,
Did
Mom.
you bring up
And-
how me and Heather process death really badly?
I mean, that's just in general.
Yeah. That's the
But
talking
we
point.
were talking about how, like, because there was someone who came in and he was like 85, 90 doing stuff.
Yep.
And after he left, I'm like, man, if I ever get that old, just fucking for my
it
next
down.
birthday, give me a shotgun.
Put me down.
Well,
When I become a burden to society, put me down.
Yeah, but no, Heather and Mike are autistic when it comes to grieving, and they don't quite. It doesn't affect them like it does everyone else.
It does not.
Which
This
there's
is
nothing
true.
wrong with that. Everyone's different.
We don't get sad at funerals,
this is
and
true.
no one's allowed to be sad at my funeral.
I won't.
Me and Heather
blame.
laughed.
What happened to in perpetuity, Michael? That we don't have big events for you?
Do you guys not know about my funeral plans?
No,
we
I
never
don't know
talked
about your
about-
funeral.
Have we never talked about this on the podcast? We're
I
getting
don't-
way off topic. We might not actually get to holes today because, like, there's just
Realize
shit.
it, man.
How digging?
like we could save that for like after Easter. It's fine.
Yeah,
or
I guess we'll
like,
save this for 2 weeks
Fine.
from now, which I have an update about that towards the end. But
Cool. So when I die, as before I am cremated, because that is
Yes.
what it needs to be. I need to be cremated and put into either a firework or some sort of ash that changes the fire colors, make it pretty. You have to have a plaster cast mold of my ass made, right? And it's not going to be a funeral. It's not going to be a funeral. It's going to be a celebration of life. This is all trademarked, by the way. You guys can't. No one can fucking do this. So a plaster cast of my ass made, right? And so someone will get up and give the eulogy, and like it'd be like no one's allowed to be sad. In fact, Mike wants you in his grave to say one mean thing about him that you've always wanted to tell him, but you can't. And so what you're going to do is you're going to get up. You're going to say the most just dog shit thing about me that you can. You're going to take a shot, and then you're going to kiss my ass. And that is what the plaster cast of my ass is for. And then it's just going to be a raging party. That has been, since I've been 15, that has
That
been
is
my
amazing.
plan. Don't know where the fuck it came from, but I just remember one day saying like, oh yeah, well, you're going to kiss the plaster cast mold of my ass at my funeral, and has stuck. No idea where it came from. Probably came from the same place that Pinker Nutter and Super Fetus came from, for God's sake. So, but yeah, that is my funeral plan, is
I get it.
take a
No,
shot,
that's good.
say something dog shit mean about me that you've always wanted to say, just the rudest thing, take a shot, kiss my ass, go to the party.
Do you want to know my plans for my funeral? Since we're talking about it,
What's that?
I don't
Well,
fucking
yeah,
care. I don't fucking care. I'm dead. Not my problem.
That's fair. But that's why you got to plan
Throw
ahead.
me in a
Because the
dumpster.
plaster cast of your ass needs to be made.
Yeah.
It's a good idea, right?
No, it's a great idea.
Oh, God.
Mike, would you like a little bit of your ashes to be in the ass plaster?
No, I don't want people to eat my ashes. No, I don't
No,
want
no.
that.
When they
like
yeah,
no,
like,
because you'd have to recast it. No, because you're just making the cast of my ass and then you're gonna form it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's actually
we
that's
would
actually
sprinkle a
super
little
smart.
bit into
That's
the
what it
plaster.
needs to be. My ashes need to be the plaster cast of my ass. And then you just huck that thing in the ground. I don't care what you do with it after that.
Fucking frisbee it.
Yeah, just fucking it. Who gives a shit? You toss in the woods for all I care. I do not give a fuck. Let it slowly
like
erode.
10
and go
years,
back to nature.
10 years from now, I was like, why is there an ass?
Why is there just some geocacher is like, no, they said the cache was around here. Maybe it's under this decrepit ass. Oh my God, no, that's what you have to do. You have to make my ass a geocache after that. Oh my God, it just evolved. You have to sign the ass. Oh my God, I didn't think my funeral plans could expand any further, but here we are.
Well, we got it all on tape.
We do. I can't wait for Jared to clip this and for it to go viral of people fucking, and then in 2 years' time, so I'm gonna be scrolling on my For You page, and someone's gonna be like, and Jim was the fucking biggest piece of shit any of us knew, and takes a shot and then kisses a plaster cast.
Good God.
Oh, fuck me, guys. That's fun.
No, I'm just gonna kiss the ass. I'm not gonna do anything more than that.
That's fine. That's
Kiss
fine.
his ass.
I can't believe I didn't ever tell you guys.
No,
about that.
I would
I feel
definitely
like that
know
is
that.
something. I feel like that's something that comes
Remember
up
that.
fairly regularly in my life too. So I guess I have not been as depressed lately, and so haven't talked about death as much. So maybe that's it.
Maybe you tell it with your other real friends.
Oh,
So-
God.
No, I don't.
Oh.
So stupid.
I got Sparking Zero.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you finished your.
Yeah, you said not to, but it's on sale.
Oh, now it goes on fucking sale. Yeah, out of all the fucking spring sale, the Christmas, none of those counted. But now they put it on sale.
Yep.
Fuck you.
Like I said, I will buy it if it ever goes on sale. And it went on sale. I'm like, all right.
I don't know what
I
that
haven't-
is. What is that again?
So, you know, like the Dragon Ball Z, the Budokai games.
Yep.
It's like a modern day one.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. It
Yeah,
took me a second
everybody
to realize
was
the title that you were
real
talking
excited
about.
for it.
Yeah, bring over a controller. You can play like old school. It's
It's gonna
I didn't
button
have a-
mash.
I haven't played the story mode yet. I've done some fights as it was downloading.
Uh-huh.
Controls are weird.
It's not. Yeah, it's challenging. It's
Like to dash towards someone, you have to hold down right trigger and A. It's a little, but also if you
Yeah,
let go
see,
of it,
that's
you
why
start
I
charging
couldn't-
up. It's I gotta work on that. I'll get used to it.
Yeah, I didn't fully understand controls because, like, even when you start story and it's like, here's the controls, they don't teach you much of anything. They're just like, this punches, this shoots a thing, and this blocks. All right, have fun, have at it. And
My
I was
favorite
like,
thing-
I feel like there's more I should know.
It was right at the very beginning of the game where it's like, all right, here's how you jump. If you on the ground and you press, you'll jump. If you're in the air, you'll fly. Well, I accidentally was in the air when I hit it. I'm like, I don't know how to get to the ground. And I was stuck there for like 3 minutes hitting all the buttons like, how do I go down?
Christ.
And then as soon as I did it, it's like, oh, right, go down. Left trigger. Like, oh, now you tell me.
Speaking of things going on with life, I'm really, Guam's making me so mad as of late. God damn
It's
it.
so hot and sticky, and you just can't.
You know what?
Don't worry,
First of
Jared.
all,
You got like a year. Oh, God, he's stripping. He's taking his cock out.
Oh, it's a little bit tan. Look at that tan line. Got some sun.
that was just from driving to and from Home Depot the other day with just an arm that was
You were
sun with the
so
window.
white. So white, Jared.
The UV here, like, I had to look it up yesterday because yesterday it hit 88 degrees and Jeremy, Redacted was dying.
It's 80
like
right now
he
here, so.
had to run to the bank. He was dying, and he came home at like 1 and was like, "I know we don't typically use the AC to just save money because it's stupidly expensive here, but fuck that. It's like 90 fucking degrees. Use that as if you just use it if you need it." And I was like, "Okay." He's like, "No, seriously, like it is fucking ungodly outside." So then I look it up. The UV index was 87, along right there with the fucking weather. So, like, you burn immediately here. It sucks.
Yeah.
We're so close to the equator. But that's that. But the reason I got burned.
Equator.
Yeah. That's literally it is. It's just we have way more UV direct sun shit that goes on here. So unless you're a tan person, you burn immediately.
Sure.
For some context, right now, so this was last year. We are in April. The UV index for us, where we're located, was 3 to 4. In Guam currently, the UV index is 12.
Damn.
Yeah, like it's fucking it gets anyway. So the reason I got
Summer where it's the most intense here is 5. Michael, that is the most intense sunlight we get is 5.
Sure.
Yeah. So I woke up the other morning. It's about 8:30ish.
I'm glad. I'm always happy when you do.
And I was like, all right, get ready with the day, and everything seemed fine. I made my coffee. It's probably about 8:45 at this point, and I'm like, oh, coffee's setting in. Time to take the morning shit. So, I go in, doing my business, we're having fun. Suddenly, I hear something that sounds like someone is sandblasting directly outside the front door. And it's like the whole house is echoey with like what sounds like a sandblaster. And in my mind, I'm like, is the neighbor doing some work or something? God damn. So I finish, and I go look out the front door. There's nobody. And I'm like, that noise is really fucking loud. As I walk back towards the kitchen, I realize it's coming from the half bathroom. And I'm like, that can't be right. And then I walk into the half bathroom and the floor is full of water. And I go, that's probably not good. And then the noise came back and then it completely stopped. And then the water wasn't working. And I went, what the fuck just happened? There's no water anywhere in the house. What the hell? So I call Sergeant Redacted and I'm like, hey, not to make you freak out, because I know you're working and all, and you're a very busy guy, but our bathroom's flooded, and there's no water, like, in the entire house. So I don't know what happened. So he rushes home. He's looking everything over. Turns out on his way home, about a mile down the road, they're fixing an entire water line. Because, fun fact here in Guam, everything's behind, so their pipes are from the 1990s, and they're still trying to replace them as they go. But guess what? They can't shut the water off, so they relieve pressure, cut the pipe, and go for it, and they just shut off the meters. So there was no warning for this, by the way. Nobody had any idea this was going on. They just did it. So because of this, the half bathroom sink has always had a leak. It's something that we've been like, we'll get to it eventually. It only leaks when you turn it on. Turning off the water caused what was already an issue for all of it just to go, you know what? I'm just going to pop, and I'm just going to say, fuck it. So we had to replace the sink. 2 trips to Home Depot. First off, we bought the wrong sink the first time. Didn't know that was a thing. I couldn't imagine that he picked the wrong one here in fucking Guam, but apparently he picked the wrong one, so we had to go back. We get it all hooked up. We got it hooked up 10 minutes before they turned the fucking water back on. Like, it's just right at the, like, right on time for them to turn it back on. But as we found out, replacing all of that, thank God they had turned off the water, because the turn off in the house, they don't have a water shut off in your house here in Guam. The only way to shut your water off is to call the water company to shut your water meter off. There is no off. There is a little knob that underneath the sink that's supposed to, but it does not fucking turn. So if we had to do it with water, it would have just been a fucking mess. But 3 hours later, we got that fixed and cleaned up a lot of water. And fuck me, Guam is just interesting. But then they also had to fix the water meter across the street from us for somebody's because it was just profusely leaking like someone broke a fire hydrant, which me and Sergeant Redacted saw the night before, and we were emptying out his trunk, and he looked at it, he goes, yeah, if it gets worse, I'll call him tomorrow. Whoever's bill that is, that's going to be bad because that's the water meter. And then close the garage.
No, and I don't know about Guam, but here in Michigan, Chase, his underground sprinklers were leaking, and he didn't know, and he got a really large water bill.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So I wanted to share this, but I found
this island has so many issues at times. Like, just God.
So I found the UV index for today. So this is Michigan's UV index.
Oh, here
you
we
see,
go
it's on a
again.
scale of 0 to 13, and we're right about like a 4-ish, maybe a 5, depending on where. Now we're gonna scroll out.
Zoom
And look at this
out.
beautiful color.
Take this
We're gonna come
out.
over here
Woofty-doofty.
by the Philippines. And Guam's like right around here. Where am I?
South.
Hope isn't that too far.
South.
Closer to Asia.
Okay, yeah, right here. Right here.
Where was that asshole?
Well, Guam's right around here.
Yeah,
as
it's in
soon
that
as
area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'll have you notice. Here it is. Here's Guam.
Yeah, the little itty bitty island right there.
Yeah, you'll see the color is 1213.
It's
the max.
No coverage. just bacon. Your arm's turning to bacon.
Now, the numbers on here on this website, it does say for how it works. So it goes, 0 to 11 plus. Jared is a 12. Light-skinned people for 15 minutes takes for maximum exposure. 15.
Yeah.
Where we're at, it takes about 40 minutes. I might be like 50-ish, 45, 50, because I'm a little tanner. But for dark skin is what this has here. It takes 25 minutes for maximum exposure. Jared, you're in hell.
Yeah, he's been saying that for a while, though, so...
Only till next year, and then I'll be back in the States, so who knows?
Dude, you're going to end up in New Jersey, the worst place.
Like continental or just straight 50?
Yes, yeah. Straight back into the 50.
Okay.
We're hoping for Cali.
Sure.
But Cali, the California Post has a lot of people that have gone for it, so we're thinking not that. As much as he wants it. We're thinking it'll probably be one of our least choices. So it'll be Louisiana, Missouri, or like Ohio. Or like our bottom three.
I really hope you don't get Ohio.
Don't get Ohio.
Ohio is
he doesn't
the
want Ohio
closest
'cause
state
it's,
to us.
Ohio.
That's fucking Ohio.
Our choices: Wisconsin, New Jersey, Ohio, California, Louisiana, Missouri, West Virginia. Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of grade in there, but it's fine. I mean, anywhere's probably better than Guam at this point.
New Jersey, the Ohio of
the Ohio. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing: if he does make it to Ohio, we got weekend trips more than we did in Guam. So
that's true.
Well, yeah, that's something we thought about.
We can go down and
depending where we go.
Visit Waffle House. Nearest one's Columbus. So,
well, he's hoping not Ohio because Ohio's the same position he has now, so it would be stagnant. So he's hoping he gets one of the other ones because the other ones are teacher/trainer, so it would be improving his portfolio and moving him up.
Slightly improving.
Yeah.
What if he gets to go to Sheboygan or Green Bay? What if you become a cheesehead?
Our top three choices were Wisconsin, New Jersey, or Cali. New Jersey because it was closer to Michigan, New York, all the places with people we know. Cali was new, and Wisconsin was close to Michigan, and he was like, that one would be
cheesehead.
If you get to New York or anywhere close, we could do a weekend trip, and you could show us where you almost fought a cougar, where
Hey,
Where?
you leave me and his mom out of this.
Bravo, sir. 2 comedy points. 2 comedy
Thank you,
points.
thank you.
Bravo.
We
Yeah, no,
could
we'll
go-
see. We'll know. I think we'll know where this summer, and then we'll move in spring. If I remember what he said, I just know
So you're
apps
still there
end
till-
in May.
Year.
So
Still there for a
Yeah,
year
rest of
then,
the year.
give or take. I wasn't sure if like you were technically Southern Hemisphere or however it works. So it was technically fall where you are now.
The reverse Christmas.
Yeah. Just toilet. Which way does the water flow in your toilet, sir?
downward.
Hey. Catch the back.
Anything else, Chet? Was there? Anybody have anything else?
I finished my Robots in Disguise collection.
We should talk about that. I
You
gotta
did
sneeze.
finish your 2001. You can follow us on TikTok.
Yeah.
You can see on
Yeah.
Refney's videos.
And yeah, I got it. Ask me questions about it. I almost brought Yellow Splendid Convoy down just to show
Just
it.
to be like, I do have it.
Yeah.
I
But we already
forgot
got the
you had
video.
sent that video. There's too many videos I edit, and I forgot you had sent that one.
You're all good. I'm like, I can respond. No, and I'm at this weird. I'm at this weird impasse now where
Mike's got
I-
grabbist.
like I'm collecting the 13 primes, and I'm like, okay, I like this. I've always wanted the 13 primes as toys, so I'm very excited. But I'm like, I don't know what else. I think
You think you're done now?
unfortunately, I think I'm satisfied. Can't hear you, Mike.
Did he mute it? Did he? Yeah.
Fucking shit.
There you go.
Bastard. Muted twice. It sucks, doesn't it? Like, you gotta find something else to satiate your thirst for plastic.
I've got
And
my
not with the-
Warhammer,
And that's true, you do.
but
You
the problem
do.
is
You do have
Warhammers
Warhammer,
are
yeah.
fucking from England.
Yeah, so there's gonna be a tax on those. So
Fuck.
you gotta get used ones is what it comes down
Damn it.
to. Is what it comes down to. So yeah.
Fucking take
You
the
just
paint off,
I was
melt
gonna
it
just
apart.
dip them
Fine,
in
never painted.
acetone or just fucking paint them gray again.
Not acetone. You need alcohol. If you
Same
use acetone,
difference.
that dissolves it.
Either
Selling
way.
my Warhammer figures, primed and never painted. Perfect.
Only
Right.
$423.
Plus shipping, and there's an embargo on it, so it's fine.
Yeah, but it's just like I got it, and like as I got Prowl and I
Jesus
put them on the
Christ.
shelf, I was like, yeah.
Been done. Yeah, no, that's how it was at the end of the Lightning collection with Power Rangers. I'm like, I don't want any of this.
Yeah, just
I think I have
unsatisfied and
enough-
good.
I think I have enough toys, as weird as that sounds. And that's when I started with Lego and started
So-
that the Funation with Lego. So
Yeah, like I'm gonna get the 13. I'm gonna get Sky Bites because that's Robots in Disguise, and I'm kind of into this toy line, as you can tell. But I'm just like, I think I'll be good. I'm gonna save so much money.
Hey, speaking of
Oh,
which,
you
do
just
you
got
have
that.
Sorry, do you
long
have
file.
Magnetronus?
Megatronus? No, I do not. I'm waiting on pre-order. He's supposed to ship around about 10 more days.
Okay, because I saw somebody posted that they got theirs, and I was like, I wonder if that's when he has coming, and I wasn't sure.
You can kind of see at the top. You can see Prima, and you can see Solus Prime right there.
Oh, okay.
The first Prime owner of the Star Saber,
Best
the first
Prime.
woman, the Lady Prime,
The
owner of the
Star Saber.
Forge, who
I'm
created
waiting for
the Star
the
Saber.
Requiem Blaster.
Megatronus has the Requiem Blaster.
I know. I do
The
too,
only-
but I have the mini cons for it. So
The only one, like the thing was, like I went on eBay. I'm like, okay, what should I get next? And I'm like looking at all this stuff. I'm like, I don't care enough.
right.
That's
Go to
fair.
eBay.
Like,
Sometimes
fair.
you're like, I don't, because I also went to eBay recently and made a purchase, and I'm like,
Oh, did you?
I know. Speaking of toys, I'll get it out in a second. A good segue. And it's like, I don't really want any of the ones that I want.
That's what I told her.
I don't really care for anymore. Like, there's a couple that I want, but I want them in really good condition. Like, I want all the Wild Force Zords, but I want them in very good condition because they're so fucking expensive and there's a lot of Japanese only. And that's really the last thing that I'm going for. Now, on this podcast specifically, when it comes to Power Rangers, I have talked a lot of shit about how I don't like the Lost Galaxy
Yes,
season. It's the first post Zordon era. They don't have really good Zords. There was only really one main Zord, and later on they came to have auxiliary Zords, which are the Centaurus and Stratoforce Megazord. And I do want those two because they're very cool and they're basically combining Transformers, right? Each one's a little piece. But recently I purchased, like all things Power Rangers, this came with a Carrier Zord, and now this is the Zenith Carrier Zord, right? So it is technically the Shark Zord, and it's got its battle mode to its tower. It actually came with all 10 of the little mini figurines, which are very rare, and I got it for $40. What?
I like
That's
the teeth.
a steal.
Yeah. I got it for $40, so this is actually it's Zord form. The issue with all things Power Rangers when it comes to Carrier Zords, even has guns here on the side with how the airplane launches.
Hey.
These things, little guys, do not transform. And then we have the little scooter on the inside, and then these things pop out, and there are toys in there as well. So.
Well,
Damn. I thought you were talking about those ones, but you keep pulling out more. You're like, look at these ones in the teeth. I'm like, oh, that's good that they have all those. And you're like, and there's the plane,
so
and then
there's the planes and
more.
everything else. It is everything that happened with Power Rangers, like basically post Tor the Shuttle Zord, which is the turtle. They're all not scaled correctly. So like obviously this could not actually hold the Centaurus and Stratoforce Megazord, which again is fine. But I don't really like Lost Galaxy. And so you're like, well, then Michael, why are you collecting the Stratoforce, the Centaurus? And this is called the Zenith Carrier Zord. I really like Ginga Man though, which is the actual Sentai, because where Lost Galaxy set it in space because it came after in space, Ginga Man is actually set on Earth as it should be, and so the plot's a lot better because you don't have to shoehorn a giant fucking space station and outer space battles. So that is next on the collecting list, is to get all the Ginga Man figures, and then the last thing that I really want to collect is the Wild Force Megazords, and then I will be done with Power Rangers for
I got one of those
foreseeable future. So
I got the really shitty bowl.
Yeah,
way over there.
I want just the actual Megazords though, not anything else. So
You don't want the Power Ranger that turns into the Zord?
yeah,
It looks like shit.
Yep. So this was I purchased it for $50, and then the guy was like, well, I sent you a coupon to offer you $40. Would you be okay with? I was like, yeah, no, I'll buy it. He's like, from $40. So I was like, I'm gonna refund you $10. I was like, cool. So, and it was free shipping too. So it's fucking great. I just don't have room for it. So
you can see it right there. There's my Power Rangers.
And then
on
the inside, if you guys could see right here, there's a blue and red sticker that is for the Stratoforce and Centaurus. So the Stratoforce is a condor in
bird.
Yeah, it's a condor, and then the other ones are rhinoceros, which are really cool. They're very cool Zords. So sorry, the Centaurus is technically a centaur, even though it's a rhino. It's fine.
Rhino centaur.
Yeah, same difference, right? But yeah, that's my new toy purchase. That was besides the giant Lego, the Titanic Lego. That it's good to have land. Good to have land.
I mean, you can see. I feel that was a scale. I mean, look at Unicron up there.
So many
He's not in
fucking
scale.
toys.
God damn.
Oh yeah.
We shouldn't be allowed.
For those of you at home, like this is what he puts on TikTok when he does a single figure. This is where he pulls it from, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much.
And it goes. You can't. There you go. I mean, it's a little messy, but it goes all the way down too.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
he's got 5 full shelves of Transformers figures.
Mhm.
There's a whole shelf right there just devoted to Optimus Primes.
Yeah.
Yep.
When we first did videos and down in that little area there, he only had 3 shelves.
I used to start with. I have a little.
It's now
I don't know why
5.
I'm gesturing. I used to have. I'm zooming in. I'm going to zoom out. There's a little shelf over here, right there, where I have my Warhammer stuff is going to be up there now. This was my original shelf.
Yeah.
This is when I started collecting.
Where it all started.
Yeah, when I moved in here. So 2019 is when I started really upping my collection.
This fucking.
And look, it's only been 6 years.
And now when he's old, that's right there, you guys. That's his funeral fund, by the way. That
Honestly, let me tell you something funny I thought about because there was a death at work. One of my coworkers' grandparents unfortunately passed, and I'm like, oh, I should really break down these shelves one by one so Heather can know what they are.
You really should actually get an unscheduled personal article floater for like $10,000 for toys and memorabilia.
Dude,
it might be something worth, like, after the kids are grown, actually investing in.
Yeah, $10,000. That's cute.
Well, I mean, that's where it starts. You have a comprehensive list, which is what the underwriters will want. So,
oh yeah, I really need to update that list because that was pre-Robots in Disguise collection.
Yes, that's before. And before the plastic tariffs. So in the inevitable plastic war.
Like I can count 2 on there, like especially the Japanese exclusive stuff. I bought it at $400. I looked him up the other day, and he is now at $1,600. So I'm like, there's definitely more than $10,000 worth of Transformers here. Count with wants and stuff, but I pay, like I said, $400 is probably the most I've ever paid for a single Transformer. As I say, as I look at another one, but
I have a very small thing to mention.
Me too.
We know that's factually false. Like, we have talked at length on this podcast.
I have seen the beast.
Do we have to start making Letterkenny references again? Because if we have to start talking about Stuart's porn, we will.
Another woman, we'll have her.
You're
be a
married
determining
now.
factor
You need to stop
in-
talking about dating other women.
Yeah,
Okay?
how's
You
your
need to
husband
be
feel
loyal
about
to your husband. Okay.
I can
You're
never
talking-
be loyal to that.
Listen, no, you can, and you are, because you're loyal to all your friends. So fuck off. It's a fault you have. Take the compliment at face value. 2, you were literally not 10 minutes ago saying we're thinking about moving here because this is his first choice. Yeah, like a fucking couple. Just fucking deal with it, buddy. Sometimes you're married, sometimes you're just domestic partners, okay? That's all we're going to say about that. We love you either way. We're happy you found happiness. We just don't want it around us.
You go to what the thing is, Jared. You go to a bar, be like,
Dad?
"Yeah, I'm just having issues with my husband."
Husband,
And then there's gonna be a woman who's gonna be like, "Husband?" I'm like,
to you.
Yeah,
They'll
and
feel
you're like,
safe.
God, this
and
reminds me of.
and then one of them will be like, "I'm gonna take care of this, take advantage of this drunk
I'm
gay
sorry.
guy."
Did the spirit of my mom and stepdad in like envelop both of you, and that just came out?
I call mom.
Sounds like something I would have heard from them. Is we are fine with whatever you do, just we don't want it to fuck around our house. So
I had to make that comment because I knew it was gonna piss you off. So it's
I'll
fine.
come in your mom.
But just a quick thing, because it hurt me. It hurt my brain is for how stupid it was. So Bungie has a new game coming. I saw this thing come out, and because it's a multiplayer game, they were talking about, we're not going to have proximity chat because people just get too toxic, and there doesn't really seem to be a way around that. Do you know how many people reposted that comment with clips of Halo 3 lobbies with people just saying most racial slurs they could in a proximity chat environment, and they're like, Bungie, what are you talking about? You used to do this all the time.
Problem solved before it was answered, buddy.
I'm not going to pretend like I was a saint. I have said some heinous things.
There were people teabagging in the lobby.
Yeah.
Kids were scarred for life. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. But no, I saw that comment come out, and I was just like, what is it with all these games now?
Being honest.
Why is it that all the game companies care now? You could
it's
say
because
money,
it's more profitable. More advertisers are family friendly nowadays, so by excluding that stuff, it's easier for them to get money.
I will say this once, I'll say it again. Fuck them kids.
Fucking kids.
Fuck them kids.
Nobody gave a shit when we were growing up. I heard the N-word.
No one gave a shit about you when you were growing up. I mean, some of us grew up. One of us grew up in households where parents loved us. So,
hey, my dad loved me.
You both looked down at the exact same time, and it made me real sad for a minute. like real fucking sad. Like, oh shit. Apparently I'm the asshole tonight. That's the same but different. So, like you both just looked down so disheartened. Like, huh? Yeah, he's right.
Yeah,
he's got a point.
Now, I do have one gaming news. Yeah, your dad who you didn't live with.
Yeah, he got chased away by the
cold-hearted
demons.
Can't win them all.
We're getting an Oblivion remake. It got leaked the fuck. Yeah, a lot of it got leaked.
See, I hadn't seen anything with that, so I haven't paid much attention to anything Bethesda. I'll be real honest.
Yeah, I might pick it up because I couldn't get into Oblivion because when I played it, I was post Skyrim, and I'm like,
Same. I had tried it once before Skyrim, didn't get very far, and then I played Skyrim, and then tried to go back, and I was like, ooh, it's one of those games that unless you played it before playing something better, you're gonna have a real hard time getting into it now.
It's not a remaster, because a remaster is fucking... Okay,
Skyrim.
So this is some beef I got real quick. So,
yeah,
a remaster versus a remake. A remaster is where you take an old game and you make it look pretty.
And you don't
that
change
is a
anything
remaster.
else.
Yes, like
Correct.
Devils May Cry 1 through 3. That's a remaster.
Correct.
Remake is where it's the same thing, but you just make it nice and you make a brand new thing.
Correct. That's like the Spyro and Crash games that came out. Those were just remasters because they didn't add anything. It was just, look, it looks like a modern game, but it's just those games. That's a remaster. Remake is if they do that, but they also add new mechanics or change things because then it's not the same game.
Yeah, like Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, adding new mechanics and whatnot, yeah.
Here, I don't want to dox myself, but actually, let me share a screen real quick from the leaks. The leaked fucking... Yeah, we really great. This is one big prank. The leaked screenshots of the Oblivion remake. There's more. I don't really care, but there's like some trailers and stuff. Like, shit has gotten leaked. Like, you can go to r/. So
the Reddit Oblivion.
Yeah. And there's a bunch of fucking shit. Like, this image popped up, the remastered. Like, it has been, like, stuff has been hardcore leaked.
So instead of releasing Skyrim for the 80 millionth time.
Yeah.
Or
no Skyrim, no Elder Scrolls 6.
yeah, or making a new Elder Scrolls or a new Fallout or anything. They're just like, why don't we go back to Oblivion? We haven't touched that one yet. Let's remaster and put that one back out 10 times while we decide what we want to make next.
What do you mean Google.com is blocked? Did I do
Already
something?
doxed.
They're shutting me down.
Bethesda immediately was like, you get no Google access. No more.
Which we are coming up. Let's see.
I did see something about
On the 7th year anniversary of the Elder Scrolls 6 trailer.
I saw something about the Bethesda person, not Todd, but one of the other people saying that apparently they're working on another Fallout that will come out before Elder Scrolls 6, and everyone went, "What? What do you fucking mean?"
Well, because Fallout's the good IP.
Elder Scrolls would be a fine one if they just fucking did anything other than re-release goddamn Skyrim every fucking year.
Yeah, give us something
Skyrim
new. Give us
money.
something. Look, I almost jokingly bought
Skyrim on
Mike
your
Skyrim, or fucking.
No.
I know I did. There's so many times where there's a spring sale. Like right now, Gollum is $5. You know how much is
worth
it
that?
took all the effort in my body to not spend $15 to buy Gollum for you two, and Sven.
I'm too much of a casual gamer. Casual, so I wouldn't be able to play it. I get frustrated. It would scare me too much. So unless there's an unlimited ammo thing, I won't be able to do it. So
that's fair.
Anthony froze.
I see that. I thought maybe it was just my end, but okay.
No,
well,
Anthony left us for the dearly departed.
Well, now that On Refney's dead,
at least we got a good photo for in memoriam for him. That's for sure. Like that's a solid. Like, hey, he died.
I will remember you.
It's like a post nut photo. Like he like rubbed one out and then started gaming and like streaming, and like someone came in and just, and that's where we left him. That's just where it happened there. No, now he's gone. Now he's gone. Now he's dead.
Oh,
he's dead.
well.
Yeah,
well, folks.
He lost. So he lost your network connection trying to reconnect. He's just sent us the Snapchat. It's always something with technology, man. It's never not.
Always.
Can't be easy for us. So,
well, that's all right.
Yeah.
Well, folks, go over to our TikTok at What an Oddcast. We got plenty of stuff that goes up there. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you very, very much. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you're listening on podcast platforms, leave us a review, leave us a rate. We appreciate you. Email us oddcastmedia@gmail.com. We got Oddcast Network or What an Oddcast. Just look us up, find us on social media. Check us out. We post stuff. There's tons of fun stuff we're doing.
Always.
Next week, the guys, these two, Anrefni and Maverick, will not be here because Anrefni's wife has a birthday, so there's plans.
Yeah, Dead Anrefni's wife's sister also has a birthday because they're twins, so we have to do that. We have to do that. Physically and emotionally and morally obligated to do that.
But since they have their own plans, you guys are going to be getting a special episode. I say special because it's going to be brain.
Garrett's bringing on his husband for the first time, and they're just going to have a good chat. They're going to live stream it. You can ask all the questions. You'll never know Redacted's real name, how long he served, what branch he's in, kind of thing. You'll never know. You just, ask them how it is on an island, all by their lonesome.
Yeah, you'll get a Jokey Pants episode. I planning some things out. I think I'm actually gonna have fun with it. Also, after that, come back and then we'll talk about holes. There was just way too much shit this week.
Yeah, there was so much going on this week for no reason. Absolutely no reason.
No reason. But other than that, you stay on. Stay happy. Maverick, do you have anything else to tell these lovely people?
Nope, just take a shot and kiss my ass.
Kiss his ass. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. Yeah, Anthony's internet died, apparently. Everything went down.
Jesus Christ. Jesus
All right, sir. You have a good morning. I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Yeah.